Hi YouTube. A while ago I saw an interesting video by Urban Prepper on his channel, and it was about geocaching for preppers, and it got me thinking, and now that I have my own channel I thought I'd do one about Munzeeing and how that applies to prepping and parenting. I'm a stay-at-home dad a couple of days a week, so I need something to do to keep me going or keep me active and do something with the kids that's kid friendly. I found that Munzeeing is quite kid friendly. The Munzees tend to be easy to find. They're often on the back of a sign or on a signpost or something like that. It's not a huge area to search for, so kids don't have huge attention spans looking for a tiny geocache that's really hard to find. I have taken the kids geocaching, but they struggle a little with it. It's a lot harder to find something that's abstract like that, as we're Munzeeing, where you're just looking for a QR code that's slapped on the side of a power pole. It's pretty easy to find. So I'm out with my kids, and I'm near water, so you'll have to excuse me if I get a little bit distracted. So Munzeeing with the kids, it's great fun. We end up in all sorts of places that we wouldn't normally go because there are Munzees there. And like here we've got a path around a lake in a subdivision, so the kids have their bikes and go off and go biking, and they can go faster than I can, and so I can just stop and cap Munzees. Here's one just on the back of that sign. I'll show you how quick and easy it is to cap a Munzee. So, pull out smartphone. That's pretty much the only thing you need for this. You wake it up. And I've just capped that Munzee, so that's really easy. You've got a fish. That is a fantastic looking fish. Cool, good work guys. And you have one too? You have a fish? Show me your fish. Excellent fish. Good work guys.
That's actually connected on.
Yeah, well all fish should be connected to our fishing rods, eh? Okay, alright, carry on guys, I'll just finish this video, okay?
You can have my old fishing rod.
I can have your old fishing rod? Alright.
After your video, we can have a few fishing.
Yeah, and then we're going to go home and get dinner on that, okay?
Yes.
Alright, you guys carry on, I'll be with you in a minute. Alright, remember over by the shallow bit? Sorry about that. So kids fishing, playing with some sort of a reed. Kid friendly, it's easy. I mean, geocaching is too, but geocaching takes you in a lot of places as well, and I'm not knocking geocache, I do that as well, so don't think that I'm knocking geocaching, because I'm not. That is great fun, but it's often a lot harder than Munzeeing. There's a Munzee on the back of that sign. It took me 5 seconds to cap it, easy. And so the kids can help me with that. I can often go, oh, there's one on that power pole, and they'll run off and go and find it on that power pole, especially if I'm having trouble. Then they get really motivated to help out, and I really enjoy that. They get a kick out of it. They use, like I have a phone obviously, but they use their hands, and so they go beep, zzz, scanned it, and so they cap it, and then I cap it, and everyone's happy. So yeah, Munzeeing is really good. The number of parks and playgrounds that I've found since Munzeeing, and geocaching, but mostly Munzeeing, that I didn't know existed. In a town that I've lived in for most of my life, I'm finding all of these new parks, and it's great. I'm finding ways in and out of parks that I knew about. I'm finding parks that I knew about, but I'm finding ways in and out of them, and tracks that access streets or other parks and things like that. I can go a long way in my town and other towns now through parks that I've found, most of them proper tracks, but sometimes they're not proper tracks, that link up and take shortcuts. So when I'm out walking or biking with the kids, we can take a more direct line, and that's really good. So for parenting, it's just, for the big advantages is it gets the kids out, gets them active. Munzeeing is technically a pointless game. You get points and you can't do anything with them except compete against others. But the bonus is that you're out walking, you're out exploring. So for parenting, you're just getting out doing something really active with the kids that they can enjoy. For prepping, it's teaching you how to get from A to B in creative ways, through parks, off the roads, things like that, how to travel in a more direct line and as the crow flies, straighter. A little bit of deviation, and it teaches you different ways. It makes you understand your town better because you're often going quiet, different ways. But another thing is range estimation. A big part of this is looking at the next Munzee. Okay, it's on a power pole, it's 100 metres away. Okay, you're on a street, not here, but you're on a street. Is it the second, third, fourth, fifth power pole? How far is it? Well, you know how far it is, but which one is it? And I found that my range estimation has gotten a lot better after doing this. I'm able to, okay, it's a big power pole and there's only a couple to really guess from, but generally I'm now getting a much more accurate. So that's pretty minor in the scheme of things, but if you're into shooting and things like that, being able to estimate your range is very helpful. What else? Please comment and caught another fish?
Yeah, but she's got two, and I actually want one. And she's...
Oh, here you go. Here's that one. There's a fish she caught earlier. Alright, almost done.
Hello. Okay. Nothing.
So, yeah, I really recommend Munzeeing on the whole. Please comment, leave your thoughts, and especially if you give Munzeeing a try in your area, and let me know how you go. Most towns have Munzees. Some have more, some have less, but it's also a really great travelling game. When you go to a different town, you could do a lot worse than just chase Munzees. Munzees are often placed in neat places with something worth seeing, so it's guaranteed to get you off the beaten track and show you something different. It's more a locals game, a locals tourist guide. So if you go to a new town and follow someone else's Munzees, generally you've got a fair idea of what's going to be there, but sometimes not. We've definitely gone out to places in the weekends just so that I can catch Munzees, and found really neat stuff, and it's been a real pleasant surprise. So I highly rate Munzeeing, and if you give it a go, comment below, and if you've got any other thoughts or questions, let me know. If I've forgotten anything, I'll put it in below. I'll also put a link to Urban Prepper's video below, and please click on that and go and check out his channel. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. Okay, so this is a video on essential equipment for Munzeeing. When I was out recording the earlier part of this video, I ran out of time to record essential equipment. The only thing that is essential is a phone with a decent camera. Some of the earlier Munzees and some of the Munzees, which I'll show you in a moment, can be a bit hard to record, so a phone with a decent camera is important. Also, Munzee app is best supported in Android, and then iPhone, and then Windows. So if you really want to get keen into Munzeeing, an Android phone is best. However, iPhone and Windows apps are supported, but they're not quite as good. Okay, so if you're just capping, phone is all you need. If you're going to start getting into deploying, you are going to need a couple of other things. Munzees is what you're going to need. Now, there's a couple of different options. You can print your own off, and make sure you print them off on a laser printer and then laminate them. Or you can buy Munzees. Okay, so these are the Munzee stickers, which are half the size of Munzees. Okay, that's a mystery Munzee because it's blue, so they're half the size. Munzees, as you can see, it's quite a busy QR code, and some older phones and phones with not so good cameras can have trouble recording them or capping them. Okay, so these are stickers, so you can just peel them and stick them. Homemade ones are not sticky, so if you're sticking down or deploying one of the ones that you've printed, then you're going to need a way of doing that. A couple of options that are quite popular. Sally's Roof Guard, and this one's a 75-gram tube. So you just untake the cap off, put some silicone on the back of your Munzee, stick it down, easy. Another popular method is thumbtacks. So I just keep them in a tube. I can store quite a few in there. One of the problems that you do have when you start deploying and capping for a long period of time is you run out of battery. So this is a 2200 milliamp battery backup, and I keep the cable. This one's quite cool because you can do the own length. The pen's not for Munzeeing, the pen is for geocaching. This is my geolocation based games bag. I was at a Munzee event a while ago, and I won this, and it had some Munzees in it. It's a card holder used for organising Munzees, and it would work well, but it can't hold your glue, thumbtacks, or battery backup. So I don't actually use it. I use my other bag because it holds everything else I need. Thanks.